Hi, in this video we're going to talk about cross-site scripting attacks. It is the most widely used method of cybersecurity attack and a web security vulnerability that allows an attacker to compromise the interactions that users have with a vulnerable application by using a malicious script saved on the web server by the attacker. The main purpose of such attacks is to steal users' data such as cookies, session tokens, and other information. The stolen data is usually login credentials and can give unauthorized access to the attacker. So now let's see how an attack. Malicious code usually is written in client-side programming languages such as JavaScript and HTML. Here you can see the attacker send the malicious code to the web server. So when the user requests a service from an unprotected website, the browser has no way of knowing whether it's the appropriate data or not. When the user sends across his credentials thinking it's the actual web server, the session details go to the attacker instead of the actual website, giving the attacker access to the user.
In this example, I'll demonstrate how the simple XSS attack works. So to demonstrate, I have created two servers, server 1 and server 2. The goal of server 1 is to take the input from the user. The goal of server 2 is actually the one which is used by the attacker to get the information from the cookies. So you can see the server 1 is running on port 3000 and the server 2 is running on port 3001. So let's say we have a simple form, and when we type something here, you can see that the parameter actually gets passed into the URL. So what the attacker can do is that he can actually execute his own JavaScript code that can run instead of this parameter. So I'll demonstrate. Before that, I'll inspect the cookies. You can see that the cookie actually consists of various information about the user ID, the session IDs, and other anonymous details. So if I execute the JavaScript code instead of this URL, if I go to my server 2, you can see that the information about the cookies has been transferred to the server 2. So whatever information that the user enters in the port 3000 is actually getting transferred into the port 3001.
Cross-site scripting attacks of large scale. British Airways has faced a data breach in 2018. It was caught by researchers from Risk IQ. It affected more than 3 lakh booking transactions between August to September in 2018. The breach was known for using card skimming techniques to get their hands on confidential credit card information. Fortnite, the popular online video game by Epic Games, could have faced an data breach in January 2019. This was allowing the attackers to get unlimited access to more than 200 million users and their virtual currency and recordings of the player conversations. eBay had an attack on December 2015 which was allowing the attackers to get access on user products and sell it to them at discount.